Has hunting pressure ever forced you to do something that you normally wouldn't do, but then because you did it, you were like, it had kind of a light switch moment, and you're just like, oh shit, this is awesome, and I'm going to do more of this?
Dude, water access for sure.
Explain that.
Pain in the ass, and nobody wants to do it. But hop on Facebook Marketplace, find yourself a little kayak or a cheap beat up canoe or something. Doesn't have to be fancy, but something that ideally, I think 14 feet's the max, because anything bigger than that, it's a pain in the butt to lift and either throw on top of your vehicle or stick out the bed of your truck or something like that. But if you can find like a 10 to 12-foot canoe or a kayak or something like that that you can handle easily, that you can still fit a deer in, dude, like you said, the number of properties that are, road access, big steep hill or whatever, and then it winds down into a river bottom or something. Or even if you don't want to get a boat, go to Farm and Fleet. Frog Togs makes a pair of waders, like hip waders, like the single leg, like they look like chaps kind of. I want to say they're like $40. And most, like, maybe don't test it right now while everything's chugging, but like in July or August, when we're kind of in that, late season, like most of the rain showers that we get throughout the year have gone through, go out there and just find those crossing areas. Most of them you can spot from Onyx. You'll see a little island or something, or you'll see, even just like the sandbars or something move. Now pay attention, because like depending on what the bottom of that river is, like, sandy rivers will shift on you a little bit and that bottom changes. But dude, most of that stuff, especially in the dark, water psychs so many people out, because if they're not familiar with it, if they're not in it all the time, they haven't been there before, it's just testing a theory. Like, they don't want to go hip deep through a river in the dark, carrying their bow and their tree stand and all that stuff in an area that they think might be crossable. You know what I mean? And so even if it's just a canoe, or sometimes even just like, knee-high rubber boots or something, but like a pair of hip waders that you can just fold up and stuff in your pack or carry along with you or something, dude, that is like so invaluable to just getting to those annoying spots that 95% of the people either don't have the gear for or don't have the desire to
Yeah.
do themselves.
Yeah.
Like
And you're
you'll,
all about that now. You're all about
yeah,
water access. Yeah.
100%. Yeah.
Man, I'll tell you what, I've found so many good spots scouting. If I had a little canoe or a boat, man, and I don't ever do it because I don't know. Maybe I should. Maybe I should just bite the bullet and do it on a private piece, come in from the back door, and float this little crick back in there. And dude,
So I
there's
killed
so
my buck this year.
yeah, I know. And so, like, finding that water access and backdooring all of that, I just feel like you get in because they're not thinking about the like pressure coming in from the water. They're just
Mm-hmm.
not, dude. I found this little now. I think I might have mentioned this in a podcast maybe 5 years ago, but I was doing some scouting, some like in August. And so I went out and I was scouting on public, looking for deer trails and river crossings and things like that. And I found this little bend in the river where this guy would come in and he would park a boat. You can see where he would put a boat in. The dude had a trail camera and he had a food plot on public land. He planted a clover food plot on public land, and he pulled some. I don't know where he put his boat in, but he got in there, got out of his boat, walked maybe 15 yards to his tree stand from the boat, and he sat in there with a trail camera and with a food plot. And I'm pretty sure I don't know if the guy got in trouble. I don't know if they ever found out who it was, but the food plot got taken out, right?
Mm-hmm.
But but yeah, man, it was like, I don't know, man. I feel like I need to start taking better advantage of water access.
Dude, it's fun, man. Like, I don't know. That like half of it for me is just like, it gives you a little bit more of that like adventure aspect. Like you're, floating down the creek or down the river, and then you can
Yeah.
still hop up and down the bank and all that kind of stuff. And I don't know, it's just fun,
Yeah.
right?